Okay, so if we right click this now, there we go. So then if we left click, oops, that's not what I wanted. Left click here, shift left click, left click, left click. Did we get it? And welcome back to another episode of Modsauce 2 with DragonFu. So, last time we were playing around with the dimensions and RF tools. We died because we didn't have enough power in our system for it. So we fixed that problem just by putting a simple battery buffer on it, but it was still draining our batteries, our power system, pretty hefty. So I think I've come up with a solution. I don't know for sure yet. I want to make a new dimension. Let's see. Try to get away from that 30,000 RF a tick maintenance cost on that, and see if that doesn't help us stay alive and maybe do some more stuff. One of the things I want to use this dimension for, the main thing I want to use this dimension for, is our power. I want to be able to get our power up and going a little bit bigger, maybe throw up a big reactor. We'll have to see. There's plenty of options. RF Tools has got an Ender Pearl system to set up, and I believe Mechanism has some kind of giant laser massive machine thingy bobber that I've never even looked into yet. Thor's done it in his RF dimension, so we'll have to see. So anyways, I've been tinkering around a little bit with it, playing around. So it's the Dimlit workbench that you need. Ta-da! I've been throwing stuff in here. All right, so once again, the craftable stuff does not work in there at all. So let's see. Let's find something. Let's see. We don't care about effect blindness. So what you do. Now I've got this infused 100%, so this is going to go a lot faster. So we're going to take this Effect Blindness Dimlet and throw it in here. And I can't seem to get this to auto feed in, so I don't know if you can auto feed this at all. So that's kind of a bummer, because I wish I could just throw a bunch in here and just get all of the different circuit parts out of here. So we are going to make a material type dimlet. So what we're going to do is we're going to take your base dimlet, and you get this from almost every dimlet you put in here. You get a base one, okay? And then the rest of the parts, the other 4 parts, is kind of a chance to get them. So you've got your dimlet control circuit, rarity 4, all right? So depending on the rarity of controller you put in, depends on the energy module that you need and the memory unit that you need. So I believe 1 is your basic. Let's see. That's advanced. Basic. Okay. So 1, I believe, is your basic. 2 and 3 is your regular. And 4 and 5 is your advanced, or 4, 5, and 6 are your advanced energies. Okay, so that's your advanced ones, and that's for all of them. So if you're doing anything 4, 5, and 6, they are the advanced energies and the advanced memory. Okay, so then there's also the different types of dimlet that you're making. So we're making a material, so we want a material type controller. There's also, we got the effect controller. There's the patron name controller. Let's see, mob type. So every one of these different types that you have in here, the terrain, the structures, stuff like that, that is all, the terrain, structures. I don't know how to make the structure ones. I should look at that real quick. See if we can figure that out. Dimlet crafting. So dimlet controller, you need the right tier for every part. Extracting a dimlet will never give you an essence. Oh yeah, if you tearing down a dimlet, it will not give you the essence part of it. and structure essence from villagers for structured dimlets. You've got to go from a villager to get the different structured dimlets. Efficiency, mediocrity, efficiency items for the corresponding efficiency dimlets. I'm not sure how that works. You can make a peaceful essence, syringe for mobs, time absorption for time dimlets, liquid absorber for liquid dimlets, material absorber for material dimlets, and biome absorbers for different biome dimlets. So what we're going to do is I got a little thing set up over here. I need my wings back. I took them off when I went. Because I was playing around with dimensions again, and I made another one, and it was a void world. So it wasn't no sense in me being in there because there's nothing in there for me to see. So, yeah. One of the things that I'm kind of finding hard to find is uranium. So I want to throw a uranium dimlet in there, or not? Yeah, or uranium. And I did end up getting a plutonium one, so that's good. So now this one's filled up to 91%. Every 1% is one block absorbed by the material or the liquid absorber. So you're going to have 100 buckets for the liquid material or the liquid absorber, 100 blocks for the material absorber. So I've actually used up a lot of uranium ore to fill up this absorber, and the recipe's pretty simple. It's just some wool, some sand, dirt, cobblestone, and then a machine frame. So it's pretty simple, pretty cheap. So then whatever material you place this on, it will absorb that block and any other corresponding blocks next to it. So any of the same blocks around it. So if you're out mining in the overworld or whatnot, you can throw this down on top of whatever you're coming across that you want to make a new dimension out of, or just gather a bunch of it up, make it really big, and then you can put block placers to make them pop up and automate this whole system. But I just sat there and kept clicking the button. Alright, so 98%. You know what? That's not right. I don't like you. You should have been 100%. So let's see. I am going to run to the mining world real quick and see if I can find a couple more uranium blocks, and I will be right back. Alright, we're back. So I changed these out. I looked up the dimlet for the uranium ore, and it is only a 1. So if you set this up to do, let's see, we'll do a 4. Actually, let's do a 2. A 2, a regular, and then a regular, and then we need the regular here also. If I put this in here, it won't make the dimlet. Now we can try it with the basic one, or not the basic one. Let's change this out for a 3, 4, 3. See, it still won't make it. So this is actually a 1, a rarity 1. So when we put this 1 in here, then it makes a dimlet. So there, we have made the dimlet. And in this worker here, I've already set it up. One thing you need to look at though, if you want to get the biomes that you want or anything that you want, I've got biome sacred springs on here, okay? You have to put that behind the controller, or I'm sorry, in front of the controllers for the different biomes, the different materials and stuff like that. So you put the as you can see, the material, I got plutonium ore in here because I'd love to have some plutonium ore in front of the feature origin dimlet. So we're going to move that back and we're going to put 2 in there. Okay, so now we're going to store, oops, let's extract that, and put a name on here, DragonFu 2. We're going to store that, and then we're going to put it in the builder, and that's going to run. And see, now this one only maintained costs of 112 RF a tick. The last one we did was like 30,000 RF a tick. What is that right here? Maintenance cost, yes, 30,000 RF a tick. So we should have no problem with this dimlet, or this world, staying energized. So we're going to take our dialing device, we're going to interrupt this, we're going to click on that, and then Dragon World, or DragonFu 2, we're going to dial that. Okay? And then we're going to, I should have not taken all my stuff with me. Hopefully this works out okay, because we have enough energy to maintain it. That's not a problem. Alright, here we go. Loading in. Let's go. Oh, alright, I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. So, had a little bit of issue. I actually crashed the server, and I got stuck. So, I was stuck mid-transport. Actually, I was starting to load the new dimension and got stuck is what happened. So, I had to get my player reset back to my spawn here. And so I redid the world, and actually what I did was, you know how we had the 2 ore dimlets, the plutonium and the uranium right before the ore gen. Well, I took the plutonium out and put in a orb. So now we should have plutonium orb. So I've been over there. Actually, we do have plutonium orbs. I've been over there. I'm actually really excited about this place. If I have time, I might try to build a second base and continue with stuff over there, because I really like this new dimension. It's really cool. So let's jump over there. And it really fits the name. I mean, it once you guys see it, you'll see. It fits the name. Alright, so I had the advanced structures on in it, so it made this little house for us. It's just not that big a deal. And we are in a Sacred Springs. We have our plutonium orbs all over the place. But we are on floating islands above a void. How cool is that? That is pretty BA, if you ask me. We've got the nice big giant sacred trees that we could maybe do something out of. I don't know. But we also spawned right here, right in on top of this platform, which is a pretty nice big platform. I haven't explored too much out here yet. I just kind of went a little bit and then came back in. I do have my warp book on me. So as you can see, there's plutonium everywhere, and that's going to help us get this goes out to plutonium 239, I believe it is, and 238 is what we need to make those capsules, those energy capsules. So they still have to go through the fusion generator to come up with anything. See, I'm not seeing. Oh, there's one right there. One of the reasons why I came here is to find this guy. These guys, anybody who's ever played with RF tools before knows. Excuse me. I hate iron doors. Knows about these guys. Turn that light on real quick. get some dimlets. What do we get in the box? Unknown, 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 and caves. Now this is always a trick for me. There we go. So yeah, this is a pretty nice looking world. I like this. We got all the plutonium that we're ever gonna need. So so yeah, we're gonna have mass amounts of power. I should be able to make, it'll take me a little bit, but I should be able to make another couple generators and maybe make them out in here, but thinking about doing maybe some more power options or something. So I'm not really seeing much. I mean, the ground's not even that thick, guys. I mean, it only goes down to pretty much here and cuts off. So I'm kind of wondering if I'm ever even gonna find any uranium in here, because it's got all these other gems, or all these other ores in here. So you can see some silver there. Should be right about in here. I should see something. Hold on, let me see if I got my night vision on me. I should have it somewhere. I'm not seeing it. I'm being blind, evidently. It's a big funky ring, can't miss it, and I'm missing it. Oh, no you didn't. You wanna go? Careful, I have electric personality. So yeah, the really bad jokes and puns, those are for free, guys. I'm not charging you anything for those. Those are for free. Kind of an inside joke. I wonder if I could make a peaceful dimlet, but I don't know what I'd have to look up the rarity on it. Yeah, see, I'm not seeing a whole bunch of uranium, which is kind of depressing. Maybe if I edit this dimlet, let's go look at that. But I don't think I have another uranium one. We can go look. I need to put a chunk loader in here, because this does not. Okay, so that is full. Okay, I died once here trying to go back because didn't have enough power. So I get like one transport, and then I've got to wait for it to recharge when I come back in before I leave again. All right, so we are still working on dimensions. Let's see. I don't need that or that. And then we'll throw those in there too. Okay. So we want origin, or we want material. So we have some uranium. I was thinking I had uranium, and if I can find uranium in here, then it would be really awesome. Because I have ideas. I mean, I could make another one, but I really don't want to. I mean, I could break that one down and remake it, but I really like the way it came out this time, so I don't want to take chances of messing it up. You know what I mean? Oh, uranium, there we go. Okay. So we're going to take uranium, and then we're also going to go back to features, and we should have There's the orbs, volcanoes, tendrils. Should we do another orb? I could do another orb. Alright, so we want to edit that. So we can simply get this one. That's the inscriber. Did I not get... I was thinking that there's an editor. Let me look, see if it's a different bag here. Blizz, Dimlit, no. See, there's the ring I was looking for. Yep, dimension editor, okay. So this one's going to take power too. Oh, I added in this screen because I wanted to be able to monitor my power since it's back behind. And I think I can still do this, like if I were to go downstairs and hook or connect it there and go back up top, I should still be able to connect this screen to the same thing. So anyways, I've got my RF and my cove. My cove is my dimension. I'll open this up. I can add a lot more stuff in here too. So we've got energy and we've got dimension. Okay, so what the energy is connected to is that energy cell back there, the vibrant energy cells, capacitors, vibrant energy capacitors, whatever those things are called back there is connected to those. And then the dimension is just on dimension 14, which is my new dimension. So, but you have to have a screen controller nearby to connect to that screen. Okay, so that's just I'm probably going to move that somewhere else in the room, probably maybe on this screen or something, to see, just to make it a little bit bigger, I guess. And I might be using this stuff a lot more. We'll see. Kind of like the way that's looking. And you can customize the colors on it and everything else. So let's grab our world. Or do we need our world? Yep, we need our world. Can we add uranium? Can we add that? No. Okay, well what's the... Note that inserted dimlets are lost during the process. You will not get back even if you deconstruct the dimlet tab. You pay the full power cost for it. There is no way to undo this, so be careful. This can only be done with dimlets of type special, mob, effect, sky, weather, and time. Oh, okay. So we can't edit it. Darn it. So we'll just have to live with what we got. Yep. I'm sure I'll find a new home for this guy, maybe. Maybe right here, if I can get it to break. We'll hook power back up to it later, so. And then I'll clean this up too, because this doesn't... Yeah, let's clean that up. So, that's pretty much the dimensions. Trying to think... Yeah, as you can see, we got plenty of power. I went in there earlier and grabbed a bunch of that plutonium. I love how this thing works so wonderful. So I'm not hurting for plutonium anymore. I used to have to wait for this one to get done, for this to burn out, to get plutonium for the HEPE, but I don't have to wait for that anymore. It just crafts it on itself. But as you can see, that HEP it'll build up power and then it'll drop. So it's kind of nice. So how much do we have now? We only have, I've gotten 1 today since I've been on. So yeah, sorry, got distracted. So we can make 5 more of those, and I believe 1 tesseract does about 30 RF a tick, I think, or if it's infinite, I don't remember. So, but yeah, we'll have to think. I'll have to think about, you know, building something over there, and maybe moving to that dimension because I really like the look of that place, and doing some new and exciting setups over there instead of what I have over here. So we'll have to see. Maybe do like some kind of processing factory over there and move some of the autocrafting over there. Maybe, I don't know, because there's a lot of stuff that I have not done with AE2 yet, and I haven't finished my autocrafting yet. I keep moving on to new stuff, but I do have part of this tower built, and I did go back through and put in accelerator cards in all of these. I got to add in more interfaces on these. You know what? I think we got plenty of time. I do need to find something else to do, though, for this episode, because I think it didn't go nearly as long as I thought it was going to. Let's see. I think I have a few minutes. Let me double check on my time, and we're right back, guys. Okay. So if we right click this now, there we go. So then if we left click, oops, that's not what I wanted. Left click here, shift left click, left click, left click. Did we get it?